Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at Miami. Hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference. And, of course, there's Boston, a game and a half behind.
Well, right now for Boston, they're just not where they thought they'd be as a ball club. Now, after the success they had last season, they were counting on having even a better year.
And that's what makes it so hard for their fans to stomach. When expectations are that high, anything less than that is a disappointment.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. They've got Davion Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Powell, and it's Hero in at the 2. And for the Celtics, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Now that we're approaching the midway point of the season, Legs, what kind of storylines are you following?
Well, this is the time of the year, B.A., when you start talking about the trade deadline. You know there are teams out there looking to make that perfect move to put them over the top.
How unnerving for a player is this time of year?
Very difficult when those rumors are swirling, not just for the player involved, but for his teammates as well.
Now here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock, and he converts the layup.
What a move by Tatum. When he's pulling these off, he's impossible to defend.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Hero. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics on offense. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Mitchell. After the basket by Boston. Pass to Hero. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range.
And Tyler Hero is always ready to let it fly. Locked and loaded.
Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. From behind the arc. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The Heat have gone 1 for 3 so far. Powell outside. There's the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, certainly Tyler Hero is never going to be accused of being selfish. If you get yourself open, he is going to find you.
White looking it over. Up top, Hauser. Shoots over Wiggins. Hauser can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Pass to Adebayo. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Brown. Rebound by the Heat. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Wiggins. The shot, no good. Nice D from Tatum. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And so here is Miami, following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Powell. Inside, here's Adebayo. Misses from close range.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And a big-time jam. He slams it right over Vucevic.
Man, he put a little something extra on that finish.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Tatum. Brown, a screen on Wiggins. Here's Tatum. Off target there with the little leaner.
Looks like he might have been guiding that one a little bit.
Hero outside. Mitchell, the pass to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Over Tatum. Powell's shot is off.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
White on the wing. Tatum against Wiggins. Pass to Vucevic. The 3. The rebound by Wiggins.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Mitchell against White. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Tatum. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside White. Outside Brown. The kick to Tatum. 6 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. Miami's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Adebayo. Wiggins for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Oh, a huge slam from Brown. I like when he doesn't settle for a layup there.
Here's Powell. He didn't look good in their loss to the Nets the other night. Adebayo is screen on Brown. Powell passes to Adebayo. Tatum with a steal. In transition. And finished off by Tatum.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Celtics making a change here. Cade is checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Jaquez is checked in. And it's Powell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 5. To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. It's a one-on-one situation. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Jaquez. And Tatum with the basket. On the assist by Vucevic.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Tatum's gone 6 of 9 from the field. Outside Jaquez. Vucevic against Adebayo. Back to Jaquez. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here comes the break. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Yeah, a lot of poise that time from Wiggins, getting the contact and showing you that veteran poise.
Boston leading by 5. And here's White. No points yet. Launches it. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Brown with it. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Keita. Here's Gonzalez. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. Here's Powell. 6 points for him. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Hero. Back to Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jaquez. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
And you can see Jaquez has put a lot of time in working on that catch and shoot game.
Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Here's Powell. Now here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
For Boston, they've gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. Powell pulls it in. Miami trailing. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Boston's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Jaquez. That one's wide left. Miami with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. It's Jaquez on the wing. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
And I think that's the next step in Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s development. He has to become a more consistent three-point shooter.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Some changes for Boston. Walsh comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Derek White subbed in for Jason Tatum. Miami also changing it up. Jovic, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Smith in for Tyler Hero. Now here's Adebayo. He has 6. Smith outside. Back to Powell. Let's go with a 3. No luck on that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
White, good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Miami. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Adebayo. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
What a finish from Bam, a guy who has no issue playing through physical defense.
A minute 6 left in the first. White against Smith. White, the pass to Queta. They set the screen. Pass to Gonzalez. Puts up a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Jaquez. Here he goes. Got a piece of it. And here's Brown for 3. Powell pulls it in. Heat leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Good work defensively by White. And the Celtics shooting about 43% since tip-off. Here's Brown. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Brown's got 6.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
For 3, Smith. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Miami. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Heat leading by 4. On the court for Miami here in the second. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Iacochonis out there with Smith, and it's Jaquez in at the 3. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Yeah, you see more and more guys looking to add that mid-range shot to their arsenal. Jaquez that time did it as well.
Here's Walsh. Yet to see a basket. Queta, pass to Gonzalez. Here's Shireman. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Larson's checked in for Miami. Finished off the break. White's got 5.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Heat leading by 4. Shoots from the baseline. Pass to Larson. Here's Jovic from downtown. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Driving in. White for 3. Queta, pass to Gonzalez. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Jovic. Back to Smith. Shoots over White. Smith no good. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. To the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to glance at which point guards have been absolute pests on the defensive end over the last month. Number 5 is Derek White.
Swiping the ball involves so much. It's reading passing lanes, understanding the offense in general, and taking high percentage risk. They do all of that.
Well, you often see point guards racking up steal numbers because they have the opportunity to pressure the ball first.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to...
Oh, Adebayo throwing it down.
Yeah, his eyes opened wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Celtics trail by 5. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lots of room. And the jumper is good. Gonzalez has got 5. Miami has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. It's stolen. White with it. Guarded down by Jaquez. Pass to Gonzalez. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
For Miami, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Smith passes to Adebayo. Adebayo with the muscle inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's White. Give him 8. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Jovic. The Heat with the lead. Here's Smith. Off target at the rim.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One shot.
Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Powell's checked in. And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Brown inside. Jaquez covers.
Really well defended there by Adebayo. One of the league's premier defensive players.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. And he makes the first. Powell nails them both. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Outside, Brown. Back to White. This one for 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. White's got 8 points here in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Heat have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on White. Here's Mitchell. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Mitchell's got his third basket on the night right there. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Walsh. Oh, swiped away. Here's Jovic. Here's Adebayo. Adebayo just cooking inside.
Well, this guy is giving all his energy on every possession. Those are just hustle points from Bam. He got the board and he converted it into 2 points.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Tatum, he's checked in for Walsh. And Miami with a change here too. Hero, he's checked in for Jovic. Outside, Brown. Pass to Hauser. Here's Keita. Jaquez covers. Knocks it loose. Powell with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And scoring is not always his primary responsibility, but this has been Adebayo's night, and they will take it.
Celtics trail by 6. Now Tatum. He's got 13. Brown passes to White. Again, the miss by Boston. The Heat have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
White for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Outside Adebayo. Hero outside. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Brown with it, guarded by Adebayo. Here's Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Hauser's got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Heat leading by 5. And here's Hero, putting up 23 points per game. He's proved how reliable a threat he is. And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul of the game. Walsh is checked in for Boston. On defense, the Celtics. Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Stolen by Hero. Shoots over Brown. Hero, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Jacks up a 3. Brown, no good. Mitchell with the ball. 6 points for him. The floater. Powell's shot is off. Boston's gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Here's Tatum. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat leading by 5. Powell with it, guarded by Hauser. Powell, it's good.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Boston's shooting around 46% from the field in the second. Hauser outside. Back to Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Heat with some changes. Ware comes in for Adebayo. And it's Jovic in for Jaquez. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Leading by 5. Pass to Ware. Brown against Hero. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Celtics have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Tatum from long range. That won't go either for Tatum. Miami leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Ware. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Boston's shooting the rock well at 46%. Outside Tatum. Hauser right side. Brown scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
When Brown gets the ball this close in, he knows he can finish. Just a matter of execution.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. There's a screen. Hero, the pass to Jovic. Counted from distance. And the Heat lead by 10.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Boston with some changes. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta, and Derek White subbed in for Walsh. Now here's White. 11 points in the game. 4-3. Rebounded by Jovic.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Ware. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Vucevic. And it's Ware missing.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
White for 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And becoming more and more active on the offensive glass. Brown capitalized.
Miami leading by 8. Here's Mitchell. He has 6. Jovic passes to Hero. Here's Jovic. Back to Hero. Tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Jovic. Here's Powell. He's got 10. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now, that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
Celtics trail by 10. Vucevic, a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Heat leading by 8. Now here's Adebayo. And here's Hero. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
There's 37 seconds left in the half.
Known as a crafty defender, Brown really hustles and contests as many shots as he can.
From the arc, Tatum rips the 3.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Hero, tightly guarded. 5 on the clock. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo rocking the rim.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And so that's the end of the first half. Heat out in front, up 7. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And, Coach, what, if anything, do you think your team could improve on?
Well, the fact that, we had some open shots, we missed them. We just have to stay the course. We're expecting a big burst from them in this building. We got to be stable all the way through.
You hope they start to fall. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Miami Heat.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. It'll be the 76ers against the Knicks in New York. That one starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Uh-huh.
How about some barbecue chicken?
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Now Hero. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
And that is what combo guards have to do in this league. Tyler Hero can score it, but he can also run your offense.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown passes to Vucevic. The kick to Tatum. Stolen by Wiggins.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
Hero with the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Tatum with it. Now Wiggins defending. And it's Tatum missing. Miami leading by 11. Mitchell finds Hero. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And here's White. Pass to Brown. Here comes Brown. And the jam by Brown.
On the drive, Brown can be a nightmare to keep up with. He's got just the right mix of speed and power.
Miami has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
So it's Boston now. 11-point game. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Hauser outside. On the wing, Tatum. Vucevic, a screen on Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
Miami leading by 9. Hero with it. He's got 5. Adebayo passes to Hero. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Hero, the pass to Wiggins.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
And Boston again with the bucket.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Vucevic. Adebayo, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Inside, stolen by Wiggins. Fast break, here we go. Hero for 3. It's hauled in by White. White's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
That's good hustle. Tatum beating several guys up the floor, putting himself in a position to contribute.
Heat leading by 5. Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. For 3, Powell. Miami, no good that time either.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
White for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Brian, back over to you.
You'd love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Back to Mitchell. To get back on track. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jason Tatum.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. They've led by as many as 11. White with the steal. Hauser left side. Pass to Vucevic. It's Brown on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. That gives them the lead. Tatum's got 23. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Pure from three-point range.
Well, this was once an area of weakness for Wiggins, but he has proven to be a steady three-point shooter for a few years now. Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
It's Wiggins on the wing. It's stolen by Tatum. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one.
I just love the ball movement.
The Heat have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Hero. Hauser grabs the board. The Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-5 run. Now Tatum. White for 3. Rebound Miami. Wiggins got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Powell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. Cade is checked in. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. And so Powell nails them both. And here's Boston. They're on an 18-7 run. Steps back. White against Hero. White with a screen on Powell. Back to White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Looking to get it going. And he gets it to go. Hero's got 7.
Yeah, Tyler Hero always under control in the mid-range area of the floor.
Back to Tatum. The 3. They get the rebound. Vucevic gets the bucket.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Amongst the bigs, power forwards, and centers, these are the top foul shooters. 2nd, Jason Tatum. 4th, Bam Adebayo.
And you really have to love the confidence of this group at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle from there the way many bigs do.
It was more prevalent to see big guys struggle from the free throw line in a different era. Not anymore. This list proves that.
Here's Hero. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one. Boston's shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. Brown with it. Guarded now by Jaquez. Jaquez against Brown. Rebound Miami. Jaquez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Powell. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here's Boston. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Vucevic gets the bucket. 6 points for Nikola Vucevic.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And it's Powell with the ball for the Heat. Poke loose and stolen by Brown. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Yeah, just an all-around talent. The growth we've seen from Brown in this league has been tremendous, and he's got a ring to prove it.
Powell surveying the D. No luck on that one. Nice D from Brown. Celtics lead by 5. Launches a 3. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Wiggins finds Hero. Clock at 6. Back to Wiggins. Can they get it? Boston pulls it in. Outside, Brown. Pass to Keita. Back to Brown. The kick to Tatum. The 3 is up. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Adebayo. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's White. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Heat trail by 10. Now Jaquez. He's got 7. Adebayo passes to Jaquez. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, I love it. He didn't settle that time for a jumper. He found a way to finish with authority.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Brown. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Jaquez, the pass to Adebayo. Adebayo is screen on White. Hero with it. Now guarded by Brown. Adebayo. Bam! Hits a nice shot.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half. Getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Boston leading by 6. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams changing it up. Here's Keita. No made baskets yet. Outside White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Smith. 1:10 left to play in the third quarter here. And there's another one for the Heat.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Gonzalez. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Shireman. Puts it up from 12. And too long on the shot.
And that's a blown opportunity in close. He'd sure like to have that one back.
And that one's good. Jovic.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
40 seconds left in the third. Outside White. Here's Walsh. Good work there as it goes. Walsh has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Heat trail by 6. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And here's Smith. He's got 5. 6 to shoot for 3. Good work defensively by White. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. We'll be right back with you shortly. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out, a 50-50 ball, we got to own that. And then we got to communicate. I don't know, but it's got to be a real sense of urgency.
Coach Spoelstra begging his guys to be more assertive in all aspects of the game.
And in close games, Coach Spo is solid at knowing how to get his guys to kick it up a notch.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter, we've got Kel'el Ware. Powell is out there with Davion Mitchell. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. Here's Jaquez. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Brown. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Gonzalez. Jaquez covers. Here's Queta. Clock at 4. The rebound by Ware. Heat trail by 6. Here's Mitchell. Drops in the layup for 2.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now here's Hauser. Checked by Mitchell. Hauser passes to Brown. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead. And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Boston has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Gonzalez passes to Brown. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Powell outside. Jaquez, pass to Powell. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by Boston.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
To the left wing. Here's Jovic. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Hauser outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the cold spell. Rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Jaquez. Blocked. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Oh, hammers it home. Taking it the length of the court.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get it easy too.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Jaquez. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Jaquez Jr. has an old school kind of game. He's really clever at understanding how to draw fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and Jaquez Jr. has made a name for himself because of his effort level. He seems to play hard on every trip up the floor.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Boston. Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. No good on the second free throw.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Hauser passes to Vucevic from 12 feet, and the shot no good, a bit short. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Powell. Shoots over Brown. Boston pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Walsh. Goes back up. And Vucevic lays it up and in. And the Celtics lead by 2.
A player that seemingly inhales rebounds. Vucevic attacks the glass with great energy.
Now here's Jaquez. Defense is right there. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Jaylen Brown. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Norm Powell. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Now here's Hauser. He's guarded by Hero. White for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Jaquez, that's good.
And you wonder why Jaquez is so effective inside. Well, right there you see it. It's his footwork.
Hauser outside. Back to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Pass to Hero. There's the triple. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 3. White, the pass to Queta. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Smith, he's checked in for Miami. Pass to Queta. Back to Vucevic. Over Adebayo. Vucevic's shot is off. Heat leading by 3. Jaquez, the pass to Hero. It's hauled in by White. Hero's gone 5 of 13 from the field. Now here's Tatum. The kick out to White. Takes a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Wiggins. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Heat?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Celtics trail by 6. Outside, Brown. Pass to Keita. Vucevic in the post. Wiggins on him. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Hero, the pass to Jaquez. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. White's got 23 points.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Hero, the pass to Jaquez. Adebayo against Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins for 3. It's hauled in by White. White's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Tatum. The 3-ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
So it's Miami now. The lead is 2. Powell outside. Hero outside. Adebayo in the post. Covered by Vucevic. Adebayo, that's good. 26 points for him.
Yeah, foul line down to the baseline. That's where Adebayo does his best work.
Tatum against Jaquez. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez. Hauser, he's checked in for Keita. And Miami with a change here too. Mitchell's checked in. That one misses for Tatum.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Hero outside. And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Tatum with it, doing his part offensively.
Nearing 30 points in this one. He's been so tough to contain.
Here's Hauser. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 7th assist here tonight. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Hero outside. Takes a 3. Cash from downtown.
And he is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Outside White. Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's Vucevic. Stolen by Wiggins. And rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 4. Brown fires. Another shot. Oh, he can't get the layup.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
Hero. Brown pulls down the board.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Here's a pass to Tatum. The 15-footer. Oh, it's off. Heat leading by 4. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the 4th. Outside Adebayo. He's off from three. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Here's White. He launches. It's money from deep.
Yeah, what vision from Brown. Spotted the opening on the perimeter while he's inside.
Miami has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Now here's Hero, defended by Hauser. Vucevic with a steal. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Now here's Tatum to take the lead. Rebounded by Adebayo.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Hero outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that." The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may. Guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Tatum.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 2 here. And so Tatum nails both of them.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
And they recover it. Foul! Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, money!
And this guy is made for these moments. Tatum, the big-time shot.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
Brown, the 3 is off, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. White. So it's the Heat taking the W at a close one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Bam, of all the aspects that went into this win, which do you think was most important?
Our defense, man. You know, when it got down to crunch time, we really locked in, and we pride ourselves on that, like I always say. And, you know, we take those matchups, those one-on-one matchups personally. And we got the stops, and we got a W. We had to tough this one out.
It's always better when you can make it personal. Thanks so much, Bam.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.